Top 10 Best Movies on Netflix. Now that Netflix has unveiled its Top 10 feature, we have an assessment of what people are actually watching on the streaming service. So if you are looking for some of the best movies to watch on Netflix, we have you covered with a list of the best. Hey guys, welcome to your entertainment channel, Netflix Tops, where we tell you about the top-rated movies and series on Netflix. So grab your popcorn and stay with us until the end of the video, because in today's video, we are going to list down the top 10 best movies on Netflix. So let's get started. Number 10. Directed by Brian Kirk and written by Adam Mervis and Matthew Michael Carnahan, 21 Bridges is a 2019 American action thriller film based on a story by Mervis. It is one of the highest watched movies on Netflix, and this cop thriller movie was one of the last movies Boseman starred in. And even while fighting colon cancer, he still maintained that same friendly and down-to-earth attitude he always had in the industry. 21 Bridges follows an embattled NYPD detective who is thrust into a citywide manhunt for a pair of cop killers after uncovering a massive and unexpected conspiracy. As the night unfolds, lines become blurred on who he is pursuing and who is pursuing him. When the search intensifies, extreme measures are taken to prevent the killers from escaping Manhattan, as the authorities close all 21 bridges to prevent any entry or exit from the iconic island. Number 9. Hamilton and In the Heights creator Lin-Manuel Miranda directed the long-awaited film Tick, Tick, Boom, and the result is an excellent movie musical that's every bit a love letter to theater itself. Showcasing a hell of a singing voice and yet another outstanding performance, the movie will fill you up, rake you through the anxiety of excellence before absolutely breaking your heart. The film follows John, a young theater composer who's waiting tables at a New York City diner in 1990 while writing what he hopes will be the next great American musical. Days before he's due to showcase his work in a make-or-break performance, John is feeling the pressure from everywhere. From his girlfriend Susan, who dreams of the artistic life beyond New York City, from his friend Michael, who has moved on from his dream to a life of financial security amidst an artistic community being ravaged by the AIDS epidemic. With the clock ticking, John is at a crossroad and faces the question everyone must reckon with. What are we meant to do with the time we have? Number 8. Adapted from the novel by Sarah Alderson, who also wrote the screenplay, The Weekend Away is a 2022 American thriller film directed by Kim Farron. The plot of the movie follows a tense murder mystery, all taking place within the beautiful setting of the Croatian coast, when two best friends are on a vacation gone awry, and one of them goes missing. The movie revolves around two best friends, Kate and Orla, who have overcome personal setbacks, and no matter what life throws at them, they always look forward to their annual weekend together. This year, they are on a trip to Croatia, and everything is perfect until Orla wakes up to find Kate missing. With only a fuzzy memory of the previous night and the police not helping, her frantic search uncovers devastating secrets closer to home. Number 7. Based on the 2009 British miniseries Unforgiven, written by Sally Wainwright, The Unforgivable is a 2021 drama film directed by Nora Finjit. The film stars Sandra Bullock as the lead role, and the movie was released in a limited release on November 24, 2021, prior to streaming on Netflix on December 10, 2021. It tells the story of a woman who is released from prison after serving a sentence for a violent crime, as Ruth Slater re-enters a society that refuses to forgive her past. Facing severe judgment from the place she once called home, her only hope for redemption is finding the estranged younger sister she was forced to leave behind. Number 6. Based on the true story recounted in Two Against the Ice by Einar Mikkelsen, Against the Ice is a 2021 historical survival film directed by Peter Flinth. The film was shot in Iceland and Greenland, and it was released on Netflix on March 2, 2022, receiving mixed reviews from critics. Set in 1909, Denmark's Alabama expedition led by Captain Einar Mikkelsen was attempting to disprove the United States' claim to northeastern Greenland. A claim that was rooted in the idea that Greenland was broken up into two different pieces of land. Leaving their crew behind with the ship, Mikkelsen sleds across the ice with his inexperienced crew member, Ivan Iverson. The two men succeed in finding the proof that Greenland is one island, but returning to the ship takes longer and is much harder than expected. Battling the extreme hunger, fatigue, and a polar bear attack, they finally arrive to find their ship crushed in the ice and the camp abandoned. Number 5. A slow, sly movie that reveals itself to you in subtle, measured glimpses. The Power of the Dog is challenging, often caustic film about tracing the ripples of toxicity. It certainly isn't your average neo-western, so don't go in expecting standoffs or shootouts. But even without those flashy calling cards, The Power of Dog makes a striking impact that seems to land all in one final blow. The movie revolves around a domineering rancher who responds with mocking cruelty when his brother brings home a new wife and her son, until the unexpected comes to pass. Number 4. A delightful gateway horror film for the whole family, Nightbooks is adapted from the book of the same name and follows two kids trapped by a vicious witch who demands a new scary story each night. Don't trust the bee in Apartment 23, and Jessica Jones star Kristen Ritter is giddily glamorous and genuinely menacing as the big bad witch in question. And director David Burovsky does a fantastic job translating horror staples into family-friendly fare, making for a film that's genuinely spooky, but still a whole ton of fun. Further credit to Burovsky, Nightbooks is also one of the best and most distinct-looking Netflix originals in recent memory, and it takes care to build out its world of magic and horror with a stylish flourish. Speaking of style, don't even get me started on Ritter's glittering costumes, because I could write a novel of praise. Whether you're looking for a new spooky season favorite, or you're just looking for a good spooky movie regardless of the season, Nightbooks is a creepy creative treat. Number 3. If you want to watch something that's going to make you laugh really, really hard, check out Bad Trip. It's a 2021 American hidden camera comedy film directed by Kitao Sakuri and received generally positive reviews from the critics. The film is a riff on the Jackass formula, as it tells the story of two friends who take a road trip cross-country, but their encounters are almost all pranks that are caught on hidden cameras. Eric and Andre and Lil Rel Howery star in the movie, and their pranks and stunts range from silly and innoxious to genuinely life-threatening, all for the audience's benefit, and all extremely R-rated. Number 2. A 2019 American documentary film, Knock Down the House, is directed by Rachel Lears, and it is one of the most inspiring and touching documentaries of all time. With a score of 99% on Rotten Tomatoes, the film has become one of the most watched movies on Netflix, enlisting its name in the Best Movies list. The movie revolves around a young bartender in the Bronx, a coal miner's daughter in West Virginia, a grieving mother in Nevada, and a registered nurse in Missouri build a movement of insurgent candidates to challenge powerful incumbents in Congress, and one of their races will become the most shocking political upsets in recent American history. Number 1. Based on the screenplay of the book Wild Pork and Watercress by Barry Crump, Hunt for the Wilder People is a 2016 New Zealand adventure comedy drama film written and directed by Taika Waititi. Waititi's film defies its convention through grounded characters, witty dialogue, compassionate filmmaking, and inventive storytelling. Hunt for the Wilder People is consistently clever and even moving. It tells the story of reclusive country folk Bella and Hector, who become foster parents to Ricky, a problem child from the city. After some adjustment, things go reasonably well. However, Bella's death means that Hector must now look after Ricky himself, and they haven't been getting along. Moreover, her death causes child services to decide to send Ricky back to the orphanage. Ricky refuses to go back and runs away, ultimately sparking a national manhunt for him and Hector. And this brings us to the end of the video. What are your thoughts on today's video? Share with us in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more amazing movie reviews coming your way. And thank you for watching.